The sniping in this game is just so good. Nice little loop shot there to kick things off. Hope you're all well, guys. Some chill BF5 sniper gameplay today. Just one of those games that I love jumping on from time to time. I know there's no new content anymore for it, but you know, you max this out with ultra graphics and put the ray tracing on. Still looks incredible. Still has some really cool moments in it. And I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. My last video, I think it was a Warzone video, I did an intro and, you know, obviously my voice was a bit different than usual. I was feeling a bit sick and you can probably tell it's not really gotten any better. And over the last few days, I've got worse, like fever, really bad sore throat, shaking, coughing all the time, and I thought maybe I should just do a test. I've got a couple of lateral flow tests left over, and the first one came back positive. I just wanted to double check, so I did another one like sometime later, and that also came back positive. So looks like I've got COVID. Managed to dodge it for a couple of years, but it seems that I've got to bite the bullet now. And I was thinking, like, well, where did I get it from? And I'm a bit of an introvert, so I don't really go out that much. Like, if I don't have to go somewhere, then I'll just stay in. I like being sociable when I'm out with people, but I prefer my home comforts. And the only place I could think of that I'd been to is about like 5 or 6 days ago. I went to a place called the Trafford Centre, which is up in Manchester in the UK. It's a massive mall. Well, Americans would call it a mall. In the UK, it's just like a big shopping centre. I think it's still got Europe's biggest food court in it, but it's a really interesting place because there's all sorts of like Roman and Greek architecture. It's not just like your typical clinical looking shopping centre or mall. It's a bit interesting, like the design of the stuff, the statues there, big grand staircases, and good for a few hours if you want to potter about, browse, do a bit of shopping, and then get some food. I think that's probably where I picked it up, I would guess. You might be thinking, well, why are you working? Why are you why are you making this video? Honestly, guys, if I'm not working or doing something, I just go crazy. Like, even though I feel terrible at the moment, I have to be doing something. I have to be focused on something, or I just get bored. Maybe there are other people out there like that, but I just have a really difficult time like resting and settling down. I just can't do it. I think my voice is okay enough for a video. Yeah, it sounds pretty terrible, I understand, but it's good enough for a commentary, I think. I'm not overly concerned about it either because I don't have any pre-existing conditions or anything like that. It's just annoying because it's like completely sapped all my energy and I'm coughing all the time and my throat is absolutely killing me. And the worst part about it is, might be a bit TMI this, but I've got a deviated septum. So one of my nostrils is a lot smaller than the other, so I can't really breathe in through my nose very well. And when I'm trying to sleep, I have to keep my mouth open to breathe because otherwise I start to get uncomfortable and I feel like I'm not getting enough air. And when you've got a sore throat, if you sleep with your mouth open, it makes that worse and you wake up. So I haven't really had that much sleep either over the last couple of days, which has sucked a bit. But I did get a little bit last night. Woke up feeling a bit better today. Fever's gone down. My temperature was up to 100.9 at one point, which was fun. Just absolutely sweating like crazy. But today I felt much better. So I think I'm already over the worst of it really, which is good. But we'll see. Like tomorrow and the day after, if I start to feel a bit better, then videos will probably continue as usual. But if I get worse again, then I don't know if there's going to be much content next week just because I might not feel up to making it. We'll have to wait and see. It is what it is. I know a lot of people have been asking, but there it is, a little update for you. Now, in terms of gaming news, there hasn't really been that much like in the last week or so, but there are a couple things that I noticed that you guys might be interested in based on the games that I make content for on here. So the first one is a game called Off the Grid, and this one I'm going to keep my eye on because Neil Blomkamp is involved with it, and he's a movie director, scriptwriter, whatever. He made one of my favorite movies called District 9, which is still really good even by today's standards. Even the CGI holds up. Very reminiscent of like Half-Life, original Halo vibes at times. And he's got together with a studio called Gunzilla Games, and they're working on a new Battle Royale game. Now, I know Battle Royale, a lot of people are just sick of it. This one sounds kind of interesting though. It's for next gen only, so it's going to be PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S.
there's a little trailer for it. It's going to be 150 players, but there's going to be a big focus on PvE at the same time while you're doing the PvP stuff in the form of story missions. So you'll be taking part in the story, PvE, while also doing PvP stuff. Not many more details than that, but it sounds a little bit different. And they were implying that the decisions that you make during a match will impact everyone else's game and their story. It's also said to have customization, crafting, trading, and Blomkamp described it as Battle Royale 2.0 with deep player progression, an innovative approach to the BR genre, and a deep narrative experience. A lot of fluff there, of course, a lot of marketing spiel, but I like Blomkamp. I like the movies that he's made. He seems like a genuine gamer as well. We'll see how that one turns out. And the other bit of interesting gaming news that I saw was about Halo Infinite. Now, Season 2 is just launched. It's called Lone Wolves, and I have to be honest, it was really quite underwhelming, and apparently it's going to go on until November, but there was something weird that happened during a broadcast that the dev team did. It was interrupted by this weird like video transmission and they just ignored it. And there's all these rumors that a studio called Certain Affinity, who have worked on several of the Halo games in the past, are actually making a fully fledged standalone battle royale for Halo Infinite. Nothing official has come out for this at all. It's all just rumors, leaks, speculation at the moment. And I know several years ago the team said, hey, we're never going to do a BR for this game, but I think a lot of people feel like it would be a really good fit for Halo, and it would be an excellent way of getting new players into the franchise and people who maybe feel like Infinite doesn't have enough content or it's boring, they've moved on from arena shooters, that kind of thing. So I think personally it's a high probability that it's actually going to happen. There's no smoke without fire, and I've seen a lot of smoke regarding a Halo Battle Royale in the last couple months or so. Seems to be ramping up. I'd love to play it. I think it'd be really exciting. The universe just seems like a good fit. You got the ODST with the drop pods, they're already established. Maybe you play as ODST, maybe you play as just regular soldiers rather than Spartans. I don't know what it looks like, but I'd love to try it. If it's real, fingers crossed, I'd give it a shot. But let me know what you think down below. If they did a Halo Battle Royale, what would you want to see in it? How would it play out? And that's about all that I wanted to discuss in this video, really. As I mentioned, depending on how I get on with COVID, there may or may not be that many videos in the week. I think I'll definitely do something on the 11th, though, for the King Kong versus Godzilla thing that's coming for Warzone, because I'm just really interested in that. It might just be like a short live stream or a short video or something. I don't know, but I'm intrigued on how that's going to play out, because they've shown some snippets of in-game stuff for that, and it looks like Godzilla and King Kong are actually on the map and they're massive, so could be kind of fun. But with that said, guys, thank you for watching. As always, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you being there for me. If you enjoyed the vid, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.